activities, and welcome back to our Devils of the West game. Last time, these cowpoke were out in Fort Greene. Beware, Fort Greene! Unraveling the mysteries of Dr. Bjorklund's monster. And and discovering that while he had made a Frankenstein-esque monster, his true goals were to basically resurrect an entire battlefield of corpses for who knows what nefarious means. Or at least what nefarious
It was only for self-defense.
I think everyone should be allowed to have a fully automatic army of Confederate.
I mean, he really strikes me more as the I did it because I did it because I could. Yeah, it's like
to see if I could.
So pretty much he struck you as Professor Bogus.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a possibility, therefore it must be done.
Of course.
Although I'm just saying, Professor Bogus tried to warn you guys by saying he had a lot of red flags, and nobody believed Professor Bogus.
When last we left you guys had just finished solving this problem in the form of kind of blowing this guy's head off, as well as deactivating his device that was keeping the conscious of these creatures. Doing so, delivering what should have been a lethal shock to Bogus, left undamaged by it. Just a little. He already had the eye twitch. Who knows if anything else is new?
Yeah.
However, we kind of ended it right as you had finished doing this. These corpses that were shambling towards the gates have slumped over and stopped their aggression. The war of undead aggression has ended, and you are left with a freshly littered battlefield.
Well, I'm in the tower. I'm gonna start rummaging through his shit and see what I can find.
Go ahead and give me
Time
a
to
notice.
loot the bodies.
Exactly.
Keep in mind whatever injuries you all have after last.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget.
Imagine taking damage.
That is a fiber.
A fiber. Looking around his laboratory up here, you're going to find a number of things. You're going to find a notebook. You already did find one, going over a lot of the contraptions and stuff of this. You find basically 2 different volumes of his kind of creative work and collections of his thought process and stuff like that. You also find something rather familiar. You find a 3rd book in this place. A copy of a book called Pulchra Prodigiosum by a Dr. Gladstone. A book that you've seen once before in another laboratory, back in Raskatoon.
Well, since I didn't get to keep that book, I'm keeping this book.
And looking at it, this one is a signed copy.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah,
I'm the
I'm
true
definitely...
self.
So...
True, my dearest friend, Jorvin.
pretty much all the notebooks I'm keeping, and I'm only going to tell them about his kind of workbooks. I'm not telling him about the book. I'm not telling him about the signed copy, because I'm not about to have them take that from me.
Professor Bogus.
So what was that, 3 notebooks and...
2 notebooks and a signed copy of Pulchra Prodigiosum, which you knew from previous stuff is Latin roughly for the beautifully bizarre. It's like a weird it's like a mad science book on like...
Got coloring pages.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do crazy evil science and don't let people judge you. That's kind of the gist of it.
Sounds like the type of guy we need to hunt down.
In his notebooks, is there anything of like importance? Like anything like noteworthy?
It's all noteworthy. That's why I put it in the notebook. You would take you a while to dig through all of this, but looking through it seems like it details a lot of his work, his creations. The main thing you draw from it, just kind of quickly glancing through stuff, is that the device that you powered down seemed to be both his way of actively maintaining conscious. It's like some sort of like radio frequency that maintains conscious, and also seemed to be somehow for those in particular, what was allowing him to exert some sort of control over them. So this radio frequency maintained conscious as well as control over the creations.
Okay.
At a glance, that's the big thing you draw from it.
Alright. I know what I'm doing next.
I am going to try a spellcasting roll to not be blind.
I make a healing roll on Guillermo or Ed?
Probably.
Allegedly.
I am gonna have to... Look, healing 1 wound here isn't good enough. I need to heal 2 in order to not be blind. If this doesn't work, I might be blind for a long time.
Well, I can succeed on my own.
4 explodes. This is at a -2. Bringing it down to exactly 4, which means I heal exactly 1 wound, which means I'm still blind.
You can attempt a healing roll to get the other one. This is quickly enough afterwards.
I can cast the healing spell one last time.
6 explodes.
6 explodes.
So that's 16 total.
Alright, he is able to pass it. For the sake of this, it's going to be like that evening. You'll get the vision back for roleplay purposes, but you will be healed.
Man, I was worried.
It's going to be a lot of like picking little bits of shrapnel out of your eye.
Excuse me. It was actually only a 15 because I have 1 left.
Cheater.
I know.
Take it back. You still have black.
Basically, you just got LASIK. They cut up your eye.
Come up here, Ed. I'll give you LASIK.
You did get LASIK. It was an explosion.
Isn't that how LASIK was like invented?
Anybody else injured?
I mean, I'm still injured, but I still have
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
It's
I
the
still
old
have
injury.
It's
Is yours?
I believe I got wounded this time.
Yeah, because didn't you get a second gnarly face scar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bjorklund's monster.
Bjorklund's monster
like
made me
scraped you
wound.
across.
I've got one. I've got just enough power points from 1 more healing spell.
Let's see it.
Nope.
Somebody else can attempt a healing roll on him if you'd like to.
I
if
have successfully cast 2 spells in my whole career.
I would give it a shot, but I'm still technically up in the tower, so.
For the sake of this, like you
We
guys
can all
can do
group
this.
I came downstairs to see how everybody was.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh man, I was worried I was worried that I might have to temporarily retire this character.
So you will have your
Gnarly face scar.
which means you'll also have the like charisma debuff from it. All right.
Charisma's not really my forte anyway.
It's the other one.
What's the state of people being or seeing anything in the field?
Oh
You
no.
mean like people
He's
seeing
gonna
the
eat someone.
zombies?
I would tell you that there's at least one person you know who died to these zombies. That's fresh.
That's what I'm going for.
What about him? He's fresh. Other people rushed into the fortress and are hidden away inside of there. They don't really. It's still like being discovered that these corpses have slumped back over and stuff. So you probably have a moment of privacy.
You don't.
Do some stackies then.
All right.
It's a stacky snack.
It's delicious.
It's like the best Wagyu beef you've ever had.
Away
Like
you.
beef?
You
I don't
know,
want a ribeye if it's red.
My dog is.
it's gonna be a little
More Wagyu
S&P,
beef
full
than a lot of
size,
people
2
at
minutes
this
each side.
She
You
went
know, gotta
camping
get
with us
the
and kept
Gotta
getting
get the good grill marks, bud.
There's a spoil drop.
Cool.
All right.
Yes, we're just trying to
I'll
put
just-
everything back together and
These people are freaked out and don't understand what's going on. You have a lady who you saved who's just so also helps get Ed inside, helps save you, but she's all over you, not in a like sort of way, but in like a thank you so much, you saved my life sort of way. You're a big goddamn hero.
Just
right?
make sure Meiji didn't spend a lot of time flashing the badge around and yelling about how it's all under control.
right.
Yeah.
That's just standard police work.
Right. Whether it's under control or not.
At this point, I'll have come down from the tower, and I'll just be like, well, I got that taken care of up there. Shocked the hell out of myself, but you know, it's fine.
But I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
There's like
His hair is just up. Yeah, I'm perfectly all right.
Do you smell something burning?
Yeah, it's probably the roots.
Can't see shit.
And I think that's just
Hold still.
I did find his notebooks detailing how he did this. So,
Well, we're gonna throw those straight in the campfire.
no.
We have a museum.
We have a museum for these.
They belong in a museum. Our museum that we keep under lock and key, so nobody else can get in there and look at
You're
anything.
just
Except
like
for
the
me.
people that burn all the
isn't that just like
A private collection.
your private collection?
We declassified those documents.
Man, not yet.
Yeah. notebooks will stay with me. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I have the time to go create my own monsters if I wanted to anyway.
Where else are you gonna find a graveyard of dead Confederate soldiers?
Exactly.
In the south, with a war actively going on.
Yeah, but what am I?
What day is it?
But what am I? But when am I
Probably
gonna have the time? I'm not gonna have the time to build all this.
Listen, I don't need any more in my retirement fund, Professor.
Hey, I mean, we cleared my debt. I'm fine.
Alright.
Well, when I can see, I guess I'll add this to the list of stuff in my new monster hunting manual.
How to take care of it? Blow its head off with a shotgun.
Tends to
that's
work
what
mostly.
it does. What
I would take
Why
care
not?
of
are you guys
the-
like staying in the fort for the night? What's your move from here?
I think we have to stay in the fort for the night.
Might as well. It's a fort.
Yeah, it's a fort, and
Crack
we
open
can,
the casks.
we
Yeah,
could.
you guys, if you crack, I mean, no one's gonna stop you. At this point, the person who's like closest in charge is. I mean, all these people were like farm workers, and this lady who worked at the front. Like, no one owns anything here.
I mean, if we could find any money here, we could give all these folks whatever pay they're due, and then
Fuck off.
at least that way they're not just like, man, payday was tomorrow. I'm working for 2 weeks.
You are able to find a safe if you'd like to try and crack it.
I can shoot it with my.
Alright,
Hi,
Grimes.
guys.
Destroy anything that's
Your time to
I
shine.
think, yeah, Grimes has a high.
I don't,
Steve
hey,
Ray.
I don't have blast. I have bolt, so it won't destroy anything.
Thievery.
To quote a famous Western,
So it's only a
think you
D4.
used enough dynamite there, Butch? As they're just watching money rain down.
6 explodes.
Of course.
6 explodes. 15.
Grimes is like, a safe?
Oh, excuse me. A 14.
14. One wound.
I don't
you
even know if that was from
find-
the last one, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
You find inside of this safe a total of 2,000 US dollars, as well as what looks like approximately. What's the value of these?
Oh no. How many bars of gold is Grimes gonna try to shove in his
Oh, no
frickin'
bars of
head?
gold. You also find what looks like about 10,000 Swedish krona.
How much are those? What are they made of?
Paper.
Oh, yeah. So it's not coins. Damn it.
Paper money.
All
This
right,
is the
well-
current, what's currently used in Sweden. I don't know if it's what was used back then, but in my world it was.
Ha
I guess we'll have to find a bank.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is
Can
that?
I roll like an
It's a
academics or
Swedish-
something to know what the conversion rate is?
Sure.
On that?
Here, can I roll one too?
I mean, if we
Both of you, sure.
if we give all the workers the pay they're due,
And just hold on to the
yeah,
krona.
well, yeah,
Because it's not gonna do them any good.
that's true. We pay everybody their last
a
pay
five.
in Swedish krona.
4 technically.
Okay.
Not 4 technically, 4 actually.
It's a technicality.
Okay.
This is gonna show
You
with the
both think
technicality.
that it's pretty similar to the US dollar. It's a pretty close conversion.
Well, in that case, in that case, yeah, let's give everybody the pay they're due out of the
2,000.
the 2,000, and then we're heading out east anyway.
Hold his bank.
As soon as we're at a
And I mean,
bank in a
we'll
big
go
city.
to. I mean, we'll go into the bank and convert this money.
Grimes, what are you doing? You said we were hitting the bank. Standing there with an empty bag in one hand and the Bud Light special in the other, so it's sticking through the bars in the television. It's like right here.
You said we were hitting the bank.
This
Raise
is
the
the campaign
hand
I've
to
been waiting for
boy.
this whole time.
Well, since we're all just gonna be hanging out here in the fort for the night, I'm gonna go back up to the laboratory and.
Make them show the Frankenstein monster.
No, I'm gonna go through the notes and
All in a night?
and maybe do some tinkering, see if there's anything
It's
else
a
in there worth
Frankenstein
value of
squirrel.
taking.
You said
10,000
10,000 Swedish
Probably
crowns?
not.
10,000.
Or chipmunk. Little chipmunk.
You know what? I'm also gonna destroy his gadgets because I don't
Okay.
think anybody We don't need to risk
Why don't you
anybody.
take them?
What's this strange?
Well, because
You
unless
could
they're
disable them and put them in our museum.
Yeah.
All right,
There you go.
there you go.
We'll say
Well,
you
yeah,
have
choose a
you have
couple.
a blast gadget, a disabled blast gadget. Go ahead and write that down somewhere so you know to add it to your museum, and I'll add it to your museum inventory if it makes it.
Oh, we'll find some other crazy.
You
ways
can
to
also
avoid
put
that.
in your inventory if you'd like, if you want to like load up. I guess you currently have fairly empty saddlebags because you had to leave your nitro back at home. You can put down a decent supply of mad scientist jiggery.
I'm literally gonna write that in my notes. Decent supply of mad science jiggery.
Until Erickson makes you get more, you probably have enough jiggery.
You have some jiggery to create with. should
Until
you choose to
until
do
you
so.
roll 2 1s,
Yeah.
which is you running out of
jiggery.
of just bits and bobs.
And knobs and
Bits and bobs and
Bits and bobs and screws and knobs.
I was trying to do a nut rhyme.
All
I
right,
couldn't
calm
get
down
there.
there, Mother Goose.
Recently working on something weird. Anyway,
Erickson's fucking a goose.
how dare you? That is a beautiful woman.
Don't.
That makes it sound like my fiance is a goose.
Somewhere,
that I find attractive.
somewhere she is. Somewhere right now. She's mad. She doesn't. know.
she's gonna bust down here and yell at you.
Just kicks in the door. The fuck did you call me?
That would be honestly hilarious.
It's like the time I was down here and I poured when we had that big thing of M&Ms and I poured them into a glass bowl and then I just heard her start yelling from elsewhere.
Good stuff.
Good times.
So, night's sleep, a bit of jiggery gathering.
Yep.
Roll it.
Doesn't even have to say it, just
Make it a
looks.
+6, not a +4 for your big goddamn hero bonus.
Yes.
For your big goddamn hero boner.
Yours. Persuasion, just a D4. You don't need more ranks.
Grimes has no real training in persuasion. He's
Right.
just naturally
Just handsome.
handsome and charismatic.
What?
Oh
Snake eyes.
Shit happens. You like you feel like you
Four?
It's still
plus
snake eyes.
nothing. It's still snake eyes. So you try to make the move, but she's been through too much. It's been too traumatic of a day. She's not gonna do it. You strike out.
Get these out of here.
It's very much.
Immediately rolls the floor.
It's very much like I appreciate so much what you've done for me, but it's been too much. It's been a day. I can't.
It's been a long day.
I'm gonna drink all the
I'm
wine
tired.
then.
Tired.
Got a headache.
I'm gonna try and discreetly but very loudly take all the mad science jiggery down to Sam.
He comes down the stairs with a wheelbarrow.
Well, where's the wine?
just walk in and just
There, where's the wine?
just walk in.
All right.
Stops the moment.
There's some good wine here. You get wine drunk.
I will also, I suppose.
I cry. I got rejected.
This has never happened to Grimes before.
I was a big goddamn hero. And still,
me?
no, still said no.
Was it he says, like, wiping his tears with Krona, like...
The Monopoly money that you guys.
What's even the point?
I will also drink a bottle of wine, but I can't read the labels, so I have no idea what it is, I guess, until I uncork it. And I'm not sophisticated enough to tell the difference.
Probably red.
It's you know. Roll me a d4.
4.
It is a dry white wine. You guys see him slurping down some Last Stand Albarino.
That's all I have around here.
I actually had a decision for all 4 of those being different types of wine. You just happen to roll the one that has a name. I mean, they're all named. It's just
There you
you just happen to drink that.
go. Alright. Well,
Oh, tonight.
yeah. I guess we'll pay out the 2,000 to all the workers.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother. We're just gonna do a head count, and we're gonna
Divvy it up evenly?
divvy it up.
They are. This helps dry their tears of trauma.
Look, one of
quite
you
a
died.
bit.
The rest of you have seen some shit. Here you go.
Like,
I'm gonna take some judicial authority here, which I
This-
do not have.
thinking about how this divvies up and like the conversion rate and stuff, like this is certainly enough to set them up for a while compared to what they were living off of being farm workers.
Pretty sure you're the big guy on campus.
If anybody has a problem, they can come take it up with me.
Me having a problem.
They're gonna have to
crying.
find you first.
You say that to somebody and then you just hear a tap. You feel a tap on your shoulder and turn around and it's a drunk Grimes like, she wouldn't sleep with me. You said I could bring problems to you.
This is a problem. I'm still temporarily blind.
Because at this point,
He already solved that problem. It just takes a while.
I just like the idea he goes to Grimes, or Grimes goes to Bohan, and Bohan's like, Bogus, you want to help me take care of this? I just wrap up Grimes in the entangled gun. There, sleep there.
It's like
buddy.
swaddling a baby. So you all have a good night's sleep. Could have been better. Yours is a little violently drunk, but you know.
Well, yeah.
No.
I threw up next to me. Pass out.
We had to like pour a bucket on him to wake up.
The next morning, you all awake, alive and at different stages of hunger.
It really unnerves me
I don't
how
think
many
Bog-
times in this campaign you've said that.
I'm gonna say
How many
this.
times you said that we all wake up in the morning? It's because you only say
these
it that
times.
many times. If one of these times it's not going to be the case, then
Hey, you never know when you're gonna just
It's true.
have your soul leave your body. Go on to the next.
I
go on to the next body.
Yeah,
Tell me.
That's what you made it sound like.
You never know when it's gonna happen. I can tell you from experience.
his time on the ropes running out.
It makes me hope that Mohan's soul is in somebody else's body right now, or that like
Mohan was a good guy.
you'll finish,
He's-
or you'll finish your work and your soul will leave, and then Mohan will just wake up and it'll just be like, "Where the fuck am I? Why do my hands hurt so bad? Like, I have tons of new scars."
Why do I have a facial scar? What happened? What happened to my hot wife?
I hate to break it to you, Will. Mohan's gone.
Yeah.
He was a good feller.
I know.
But he is,
Last one,
he is
Mohan, I knew him.
All we can do is maybe avenge him if we ever run into the random guy he was after.
It is true.
You all getting back on the road?
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna head north first, right?
They were heading New York first.
You
Maybe look at exchanging the money and getting Grimes a second.
You are heading
Grimes decided
towards,
that he wanted a second buttline special after headshotting.
You're heading
Yeah,
towards
I do.
Alton,
I do.
Pennsylvania,
There we are.
to meet Lizard.
So I'm not gonna find another gun.
The Colt factory might have been in Connecticut. It's either Connecticut or Pennsylvania.
You could certainly find somewhere you could place that order through a catalog.
Oh. How much?
You're heading out east. Oh, you have to get there first. You're not there yet.
But yes, I think that's the direction we were.
Okay.
Was Pennsylvania.
You guys taking the most direct path, I
Yeah.
assume.
I don't think
Assuming it doesn't
take.
take us directly across like an active front line or a battlefield.
Where are we gonna try and get back on the train, or get a train going out there?
I mean, yeah, we could. We may not be back on a train until we've hit Hyena. Is that the one in Florida?
That's what I'm
And
Florida.
then we could just hop a train from there back west. I don't know if like being on trains is going to be all that useful
yeah, fair enough.
where we are now. Partly just because we have to cross.
We have to cross some boundaries.
Crossing boundaries along the way.
You guys have crossed a lot of boundaries.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, I'm sure.
Wait, Grimes has got a whole bunch of more boundaries to cross.
I know, I was crying
Grimes-
on half of you last night.
Grimes spends all of his time thinking of the boundaries to cross.
You guys are going to have to
I
basically.
think you're
going to have
aggressive.
to cross over. You're in kind of. You're nearing what you're at. What was once a front line, but no longer is of this war. You are going to have to cross from south to north in order to make it to Philadelphia. Here, you can do that many different ways. I suppose it kind of depends on what your preference.
I mean, I guess we could kind of just head straight north-ish from
We
here.
do it
Because
in funny hats.
didn't the lady mention that we're close enough to the border
Last
here that
season.
Yanks sometimes come to the winery?
She does. She did.
So we might be able to just head straight north from here get into Union territory
And then go
head.
Kind of go
Makes
the
sense.
Ohio route instead of trying to travel across West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Virginia's-
Nobody wants to go to West.
West Virginia area is probably the hot spot of the war currently.
We
so
should
kind of
probably
be
stay
branching
off of
outside.
those country roads.
Some might say it still is.
You want to
Literally
see out
just
those
left
country
there, it's
roads?
fine.
Take me home.
Yeah.
To the place I belong.
West Virginia. No, it wasn't just North Virginia and North Carolina and South Carolina and Georgia. Wasn't a lot of the East. Coast.
East Coast, it's all much smaller.
Yeah.
So
So you guys are gonna head the kind of Ohio route, go up and around, and then across to good old Pennsylvania.
good old Pennsylvania.
All right. You hit the road. You travel that way. Nothing really is going to happen until you get to what is essentially the border between Kentucky and Ohio. It's not the necessarily the current state border of those two, but the theoretical border in terms of the war. And taking kind of the main road and crossing over into that section of land. As you're approaching, are you staying on the main road? Just trying to cross over?
I mean, we would probably know more or less if we're likely to just be stopped, right? Is it legal to just pass back and forth?
It's legal to. You know that depending on where and how, you'll probably be questioned and searched.
Can we?
I mean, I'm not wanted in Northern Territory.
I don't have a bounty at all.
I don't think
I was
I'm
only
carrying
wanted
any.
in some places.
I think it was Colorado.
Yeah.
I can't take off my duster. They want to search under that.
I said Paps was a good beer.
I guess
And
you
you would
guys-
know that you are also wearing a ranger badge, which isn't it's a ranger, kill him, because that'd be you're like a police officer, not a soldier.
Right.
But you have no jurisdiction, and it would certainly raise some questions as to why you're crossing over. And be are you on the hunt for an outlaw? What's it would draw some suspicion if they found that
Vacation.
badge. Huh?
Alright.
Vacation.
Vacation.
In,
Family vacation.
Look at my daughter there. She's blind. Not anymore.
She got better.
She got
The canine hepatitis.
I tell you
Canine
what.
hepatitis.
Mule kicks you in the face once, you go blind.
You
kicks you
go-
a second
you go-
time.
Mule kicks you once, you go cross-eyed. Fall down a well, eyes straighten out.
I can't explain it.
It's science.
That's National Lampoons right
It's
there.
so good.
What an excellent quote. Do you want to just try it?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the leader.
I think we should try and sneak around personally.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine either way.
Okay.
Sneaking around and getting caught is going to look more suspicious than just trying to walk across.
Yeah, but it's gonna look suspicious if we go across anyway.
Probably true.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be suspicious no matter what we do.
I mean, if you.
If we can just avoid the suspicion.
Yeah,
then-
but just explain. You have a contact out in Pennsylvania. You're headed to
yeah, contact for what?
for a job.
What job?
Yo-yo
Bounty
competition.
What bounty?
I don't know. Come up
The
with.
yo-yo
You're
competition.
curious. I don't know why. Okay,
Grimes
I'll show him.
deep
Yeah,
fingers.
I know. I'll show him a freaking a bounty poster. I'm gonna hold it up.
Yeah, right next to Grimes' face. This is who we're hunting. Now, partner, I got some bad news. Or some good news for you.
If it was an animated movie, you hold it up right in front of Grimes' face, and the drawing on the poster would
Would be
line
the
up
same.
perfectly.
So, go ahead and give me, if your plan is to sneak across, someone give me a survival check to pick the right path to do so.
That'll be our survival expert.
And we're in the wilderness.
The wilderness.
The Wilderness.
That's a 6.
Alright.
Good thing I killed all those wounds.
Now, everyone go ahead and roll some stealth for me.
Otherwise, I'd be doing it blind.
And add a +2 to these stealths because of a good path
That's
chosen.
a total of +4 to me.
I got 2 to stealth.
6
Okay,
explode.
so that's a D6.
That's a 5.
6 explode.
5,
6 explode.
Plus 2.
6 explodes. Did you keep track how many of those there were?
That's 25 plus 4, so 29 total.
Oh, +4.
+2. He has another +2 from a
Oh,
edge.
okay. So yeah, 5.
Because I'm stealthy in the wilderness.
A tree.
With the +2? Oh, you have a -2?
Is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
it's
you
doing?
got 2
Posing.
left feet, huh?
4 with plus 2.
Wait, don't you have -4? Do you have any ranks in it?
Oh, you're right.
So it's a total
So
of
it's
-2 still. So that's a 1.
Yeah, so it's a 1.
What was everyone else? 20.
Oh wait,
Nine.
yeah, I forgot. There's a negative to if it
If you don't have
If
it,
you
it's
don't have
It's not
rank.
rank. It's a -2.
-2. Oh, okay, so it's just 5.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang
Five.
on. Mine's just a 3, a straight 3 with the
You
plus
don't
2.
have with the +2 because you don't have any ranks.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
4 with all this everything
4
applied.
with everything.
I rolled
So-
really bad.
Really, only one person's gonna be. We're
Well,
gonna get
4 is a success,
What is it?
but
Fuck
yours
off.
was also 4, right? Or yours is
No,
5.
mine's 5.
So only 2 of you fail. 2 of you just succeed. One of you succeeds with a raise, which is a trillion raises. I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, crossing over, you can pick either Professor or Mohan to be spotted, but the rest of you will make it across quietly.
Can we flip a coin?
No, it's
No.
the person who rolled it gets to decide where his
Okay.
where his boon
boost.
will go.
Professor.
Okay, so
Professor gets spotted.
get spotted. Okay,
I don't have a way to talk myself out of this.
But I think a crazy old man wandering in the woods will ultimately be less suspicious than a ranger getting.
you guys go one at a time, and you choose to let the donkey go across a kind of clearing last.
It's gonna be all the mad science jiggery.
and as you start lumbering across, you hear a like, "Oh, hey, you there!
What?
Stop!"
Where?
And you see a couple guys approaching you in Union Jack, and you see another guys kind of the couple riding up
The
on
Union
horseback.
Jack, they're British. What are they doing here? This war's really gotten out of hand.
Oh well.
We're taking it back, boys. We're taking it back, mates.
Howdy there, young fellas. What are you doing?
They come and say, "What are you doing here, old timer?"
Oh, I'm just traveling the states.
You know you're crossing the border at the moment, don't you?
Oh shit! I didn't think I was this far.
You know what state you're in?
No.
Cementress.
I'm sorry, son. You're gonna have to speak up. My hearing ain't as good as it used to be.
Go ahead and roll me deception. Or isn't it all one thing in this system? Is there deception?
I think it's like
I think
charisma.
it's all persuasion.
All
Yeah, that's
Persuasion.
Go ahead
It's
and
all
roll me
persuasion all the time.
Come on, what do you need, a refresher course? It's all persuasion these days.
No, it's a 2.
And be like, "What you traveling with there, old timer?"
Oh well, you see, I am a man of science. This is just my equipment that I travel with to work on my tools and whatnot.
We're gonna have to take a look through this.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start digging.
At least they aren't going to be just pulling out jars and jars of nitro.
like,
Can you please be careful with those? They're very fragile.
and you see like 2 of these guys talking. You probably don't hear it. You're hard of hearing. They kind of talk quietly to each other. It's something along the lines of like, "I don't know what any of this shit is. I don't think it's dangerous." And one guy pulls out some strange blunderbuss-looking thing, the deactivated blast gadget, and he says, "Some sort of strange. What's this, old timer?"
That is a deactivated. Well,
That's a Swedish antique.
it's it's an antique from one of my good colleagues who recently passed.
Sorry for your loss, old timer. What does it do?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I never saw him get it working.
Go ahead and roll me a weird science to see how well you deactivated this thing.
That's a 4.
A 4
Yeah.
with all negatives.
Well,
You got
that's
an
with
injury?
my wounds.
With the
That's
wounds,
the
okay. You see him kind of like, it's like, it looks like a gun. He kind of lines it up and he pulls the trigger and it's like a. Doesn't do.
That's a medium burst.
He blows his head off.
Say
as well
goodbye to
as-
Sam at that point.
He kind of, it's like,
Now, son, I reckon not putting your face at the barrel. Like I said, I don't know if he ever got it working, and I honestly don't know if it will go off at any point.
"Well, timer, where are you coming from?
Kentucky.
Is that home?"
No, I'm from Colorado originally. My travels are just bringing me out.
What'd you say your name was?
My name is Professor Bogus.
Grimes Jeeping.
Professor, he kind of gives you a weird look. He's like, your full name?
Oh, my full name? Give me 1 second. I don't remember my full name. I
Pulls out wanted poster, looks at it. No, pulls out wanted poster, looks at it, puts his glasses on.
I am Alfonso Lopez Bogus.
Alfonso Lopez Bogus.
Bogus is the family name.
Well, of course you are.
Some crazy dude at the border is Professor Nonsense or something. I don't know.
Dr. Nonsense, I think.
There's going to be an APB out on Dr. Nonsense in every state in this country.
But luckily, you're not traveling with the Dr. Nonsense.
This guy's gonna kind of just like look you up and down, try and discern your character. Luckily, he rolls poorly.
He looks at the twitching eye and is like,
He says, "Well, Timer, where are you trying to end up?"
As I mentioned before, I'm heading out east towards Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Got some colleagues out there.
University man.
Yeah.
And, of course. Well, let us help you. You are God-forsaken lost. Come with us. We'll get you back home.
Oh, all right, lovely.
bogus.
And you guys like.
It doesn't really look like they're arresting him.
Did they pull anything out of his bag?
I mean, they were kind of searching him, but I don't think they disarmed him or anything.
Alright, well, we'll head along in the woods here and get back on the path and see if we can't, get up there and then wait for him.
I like the idea that that they get back on the path and I'm waiting for them. Like, what took you fuckers so long?
I mean, they're going the non-direct route, and you were being brought back to the very direct route.
Nobody pulled a gun on him.
Well, we'll call that a blessing.
You'll get brought back to the road, Professor Bogus, and once you're home, they'll be like, travel careful, old timer, and stay on the roads next time.
No, thank you, young gentleman.
Trots forward immediately off of the road.
Immediately just step on the road. Hey, where y'all at? Oh, poor old man's delusional. There's people out there.
I'm actually just gonna stay on the main road and just keep going.
I mean, they're gonna catch up to you. You're riding sand. We already established. You're on a mule. They're on horseback. So a little bit of time will go by, and you'll be able to kind of loop around and reconnect on the road with him.
Oh man, I would have had so much harder time with that.
It was a very. It was me at the table making the call, not Ed.
Right.
And I am making the call that a crazy old man wandering by himself in the woods is more likely to talk himself out of it than, law enforcement.
And also, it's funny.
All right, and you guys continue on the road, I assume, heading towards Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be pretty straightforward travel for a couple days until something happens.
Until one day.
Someone
We
gets-
run into Scratch again.
You called it
You can't
once.
do
Can't
Scratch.
call it-
Nathan,
can't
when
do
you
scratch
told
too
me
often.
you would be standing here today in front of all of your friends and family, in front of God, I would tell you I don't believe you.
Until one day while you're riding.
What state we in?
Denial.
Obviously. I refuse to accept anything that Erickson's about to throw at us.
A bear.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, I didn't like my face.
bear.
Hey,
It's a zombie bear.
No, it's a frost troll from Skyrim.
You there, Jefferson. What's your topic?
Oh, fuck. See.
It's a ambush.
It wasn't a bacon tree.
As you guys are riding along the road, you hear a fairly familiar sound, especially to one of you. What sounds like the distant crack of a Sharps buffalo rifle. And you see, as Jeffers is riding, him get launched off of his horse flying back, taking 14 damage. Through 6, that's enough for 2 wounds. If you'd like to soak it, you can roll it.
Wow.
He's gonna get nailed with a sharp, land in the road, and just stand up and be like,
Remind me what is
That's
Vigor.
vigor.
Oh, that's right.
But every success soaks a wound. So
That's
Six
four
explodes
explodes.
and
That
four
four
explodes.
Ugh.
Imagine taking.
I'm so sick of the undead folk in the party just shrugging off every wound they take.
11.
That's enough to soak them both. You'll get dehorsed, but not take any wounds.
I like it.
Just he does like the Undertaker sit up, like
Yeah. Slur. Imagine taking damage.
They'll be always alive.
Now,
I want to point out I have not taken any wounds since I died.
you know, most a lot
Do
of
we have
people
the-
end
do we
up
have
that
the
way.
Yeah, well, this is a
It's
common.
an 8. No. Nope.
9,
2 off the top there.
8, 9, 8.
Hey, double choke!
Hey, which one do you keep?
I'm giving you +4 on both. You pulled the double
You
joker.
pulled the double joker. How can
I'm
you?
giving you +4 to hit and damage.
How can
I
you
assume
not
you're choosing to go first.
Double joker. That's not the rule, but that's what I'm giving you because that's a sheer fucking how.
Excuse me, Captain Crit Fisher.
It is unfortunately though going to require you
Matty
to
G.
find somebody. to
Matty
choose
G,
between.
that's Admiral crit fish.
So what basically you guys see happen is you hear and he goes flying backwards off of his horse, landing in a backwards roll onto his knee and standing up immediately, gun in hand, ready to go.
So
and what is he doing?
Since you can
can choose to go whenever.
You can even interrupt somebody else's turn. So you could like wait until the enemy starts their turn, and if they reveal themselves, then you could interrupt them and take yours, or you could just take your turn now.
That does sound smart. I'm gonna do
You're gonna wait and interrupt? Okay, sounds good. I have a king of diamonds back here.
That's
for one
you.
of the things I rolled. So, Grimes, you feel real weird all of a sudden. You get like a weird sensation, and you are going to have a -2 on all rolls. As you hear kind of a weird cackling go off inside of your head.
It's
and
a hag.
it's like this wicked laughter bouncing around inside of your head.
We appear to have hit a snag.
And that's the king of diamonds. Who would
No,
like to be
it's
next?
hag is snag.
Who's next?
So close.
You don't see any. I mean, you can on your turn roll a notice to try and spot.
You can roll a notice if you'd like.
You guys have a pretty good idea where Sharp's buffalo rifle guy is, but he is like a good distance from you.
So
you
I just
definitely know a direction.
hear
He's down
someone being
road
a
from you.
chuckle fox?
Yeah.
So for me, if I were to try to,
So a
like,
notice.
would I roll like a notice?
My notice is a 2.
And would that be just
So
my
you get-
turn?
You'll have to take your turn if you want to roll the notice. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for them to kind of come out and reveal themselves.
So a 3.
Horrible
3?
waste.
No,
you don't notice
you can
anybody.
make.
I
You
just
can
hear
make.
more laughter.
the
You
notice
hear that? You're
and
like trying to
attack.
look around, and it's like a headache sensation, but it's just this.
No, you're saying you would have to
bounce.
like.
It's like
choose to
someone
start
laughed,
your
and
turn.
it's just ricocheting inside of your head, bouncing around.
My brains.
Yeah, for drinking all that wine.
It's just like Grimes is
just
going
hangover.
over.
Because you.
This kid, I rolled for your hangover, and it beat you in initiative. It always
Make a
does.
notice
Always
roll
does.
before you.
All right, I believe that's.
I have a 7 of
7.
club.
We got a
that's-
9 of
I
diamonds.
assume somebody's
Um,
going to do that.
Yeah, that means we all go before that.
Can we see Sharp's buffalo rifle at all?
You can make him out if you like squint out that range. You could probably take a shot with yours.
All right. Oh, you got a buffalo rifle, do you?
I'm diving. I'm probably just going off my horse, going prone, and
It's going to be a 6 to him at this range with the
okay.
rifle.
I have at this range a total of +3 because my sharps is my trademark weapon, and I have scope.
That's pretty good.
This was what I was built for before I decided to do witchcraft. 6 to hit,
6 just hits.
so a 10 would hit with a raise.
10 would hit with a raise.
Cool.
6 would hit, so a 10 would hit with the raise.
Hit the shreddies.
So we'll do the extra d6 of rage damage first. It's another 6.
Ooh, the way that like
Flopped off onto the 6 was pretty satisfying. It's 2d10. 12. 22. That was a 10, so it explodes.
No.
To shreds.
I'm not even gonna get a chance to use my sugar.
27.
Okay. You fire back, and you see like a slight scope glint in the distance, and what was like a hunched over person seems to be a flattened out person.
But
He did.
you gotta make your first shot count, because sometimes you don't get a second.
I mean, he hit him.
He hit
The
him.
guy's like, bam, knock that guy right from the saddle. Yeah, brings the hammer back, cranks the lever down to put a new shell in, and just gets like.
It goes in through his eye and out through his ass.
Doesn't even
Who's
realize
next?
that the guy he shot
It's
just did a
Mohan.
backflip.
Mohan.
His clubs.
Mohan will roll a notice to see who else is
Roll it.
fucking with us.
Do you fuck on eye?
Do you fuck on eye? 6 explodes. 9 total.
9 total. You can tell that there are a total of 4 other people involved in this fray. 2 on either side of you in the tree lines. You can kind of make out some movement, and you can see like the glint of some guns and stuff.
Can I use? This isn't like a
You can tell one of
sanctioned
them's
action.
a woman.
Okay. This isn't necessarily a sanctioned action, but can I use my action to like point all of them out? Be like, there's 2 over there, there's 2 over there.
I'd say you can like use an action to do that, and it'll give everyone a +2
Alright.
on their notice checks for it.
And I will. I think that's the most. Mohan, not much of a ranged fighter. He's got his shotgun now, but he's not much of a.
Yeah, but you will just come sprinting up out of the trees and
I
just
mean, I
start,
will
like,
do that, yes. But that's
What's
for
that?
next turn. Once the rest of you knows where bad guys are. You do have a +6 to spot people now.
I am gonna
If
take
you-
my turn. Well, and I can't remember. Does the double on Joker work for the?
It's all actions you take.
So you get a plus. You get a plus.
I'm gonna say
to
the
all
notice
actions you
doesn't
take.
have to be an action for you guys this round. You can just take it on your turn. I won't make use of an
But
action.
the double is damage.
Yes.
Well, the double's only
range
Just
damage.
take-
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's like there's like 3 or 4 different.
But in your
ranges that,
case,
like, do different
it's
types
a
of attacks.
quadruple because you get +4 because you
Well,
pull
Not
it.
quadruple, but you get to double them.
You will get
Anyway,
double damage, but you get plus.
So go ahead and roll notice for me. That total +6. And you're the guy who usually notices.
He does have good notice.
Snake eyes.
Let's see.
10?
+6, 10.
10. You spot 4 people in the tree line. One's a woman. The other 3, one you can tell is a woman because she's got longer hair. Seems feminine. Might just be fun. The other 3 are wearing hats and don't seem to have long hair, so the silhouette is that of a man. And your like kind of keen vampire eyes can make out that one of that figure that isn't wearing a hat is awful familiar.
No.
There's a reason why they shot at you first.
Killer shoes making me have migraines.
No, Grimes, that's the wine.
No, I swear, she's laughing in my head. Okay, Grimes.
All right,
Grimes
Grimes.
still has an open bottle of wine.
He's a dual-wielding expert.
And well, the thing is, his guns are in his...
Did you guys Edward Forty's hands? Grimes
Grimes
last
did it
night?
himself.
That's
The thing is, his guns are in his saddlebags. He's got 2 more bottles of wine stuck in his holster.
What you doing?
Well,
That's a cowboy
my-
prank if I ever heard
No
one.
one's
My biggest weapon, my emotions right now.
with that familiarity. I'm gonna shoot at her.
Okay, roll it.
So
Your D12.
So it's
find an
eat
E12.
your last half.
12 explodes.
the satisfying little tink.
Damn the team.
I hope that roll.
This is gonna be a hard fight, but
The hit with
How many more?
with 2 raises?
17 total.
17 total.
she does have some cover where she's at right now, so it would have been a 6 to hit her.
Yeah, that's
So
7.
you got 17.
Yeah.
That's going to hit with
So
2 raises. 2 raises.
So roll the raises. Do raises count for double? I guess we'll total them up. So
Raisins.
Yeah, it's all
It's all
damage
double.
stuff.
5.
It's all range damage stuff.
and then Those can explode.
Oh, they're all just both ones.
Okay.
What's the total on the damage?
It's a 7
8 from your plus
With
1.
eight.
because of the gun, yeah.
plus
4.
4.
12 doubled is 24.
That's less than his thing.
I rolled minimum 24.
Okay.
It's not quite.
It's
I
not
gotta roll a thing here. Okay. Also this. Will someone roll a d12 for me?
Yeah, that
I'll actually have a d12 right
5.
here.
Oh,
That's
that
each yours.
here,
pretty average.
Here's your big metal d12.
Oh, but that'll just roll a 12. For the next one, I'll do that. I'll just keep putting.
Why did you give him that?
None of these guys have a 12 in anything.
Witchcraft.
We can
Oh, no,
agree
her
we should
strength
just hunt
die.
down every undead,
So
witch,
you
outlaw,
blast, and there is
vampire,
a
mad scientist.
familiar shrieking yell as that goes out, but she does not die. She's still up after that.
That makes 2 of you.
But you've definitely delivered some number of wounds.
Can I yell out? Watch for her. She's dangerous.
Yeah, I would yell that.
Alright, so now
Yellow's
it's,
a free action.
Who's next?
it's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do the notice first. Well, I guess. Well, yeah, I'll do the notice first.
I'm gonna go
before
ahead
I
and
do
break
my
you
action.
up 1. 1. And 1 in the middle.
Yeah, Mr.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. So
Before
you
you
can roughly tell that there. You can see the 4. You can't really make anything out about them. You just know that there's 2 on either side.
All right, and I'm gonna use my barrier.
Okay. One in which way?
I'm gonna put it in front of us to give us some protection.
So they're on either side of it. So you could put it to put it blocking both of them would be completely surrounding you. I don't know if you have enough to do that.
No, I don't.
Last, right?
yeah.
So,
Let's see.
That's all my. We got Jerry.
Could-
and
could
then
I
I'm
have-
sure we can keep
could I
track
have
of
a-
that.
you can shuffle those up to get those
Could I have
two.
guessed
Yeah.
who? Okay, because I can't really make that.
None of them have acted yet. So you don't
Do we
which
know
they're-
which side the woman's on?
You know.
No.
You just. I mean,
You can see
yeah,
what
he shot a direction and you heard a female scream, so I could say you could tell that that's.
I'll cover in the direct. After hearing his warning, I'll put the barrier up in her direction.
Okay.
So,
I'd have a sweet.
How much space does it cover?
it covers.
Because they can physically see that it's like a wall of fire, right?
Yeah.
It's not, they can like move around.
It's
it. I
like
don't think it.
3
squares.
Yeah,
3 squares. So
Okay.
it's
I remember this a lot. 3 squares.
so
without a raise.
18 feet.
Definitely.
So yeah.
I'd have a sweet witch battle with this lady, but I don't actually have any damaging spells.
6.
Unless you count
6.
teleport.
Okay, so you're able to make it.
Listen,
Make your barrier.
if I know anything about teleport, it's
Dude,
Is that the end of all your guys' turns, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's these guys
Do you know
now.
where
Yeah.
a beehive is?
Teleporter go behind.
Plenty of
So
damage.
on the side where the lady is, a guy is going to be. They're not able to shoot through the barrier. It's just.
It still works as a barrier, but if
Like,
they
If they do
can
enough
damage it.
damage to it, it
yeah.
does. Just
But if they also try to cross it, it does damage to it. So
Well, they can see it's fire, right? It's like it's physically a fire barrier.
yeah.
And I don't think it's very logical for them to try and shoot through it. So this guy's going to come out from cover. And he's going to move around the outside of it, close to you guys. And you guys see a guy coming around the outside. He's got a long duster on. He looks like a bounty hunter type, to be honest with you. And he's holding a revolver, and he's going to round the corner, and he's going to shoot at the man he's here to collect on.
We're gonna have a real Spider-Man pointing to their Spider-Man meme here.
And so what is? Oh no, it's done. It's shooting. So that's a hit with a raise. 1 raise.
Y'all get any more than bennies?
But that's a pretty pathetic roll. What's your toughness?
6.
He does not. He shakes you. Shake, not stir.
Okay.
And from there, the opposite side, they're going to stay in cover from you because they can. And one is going to. You see one that's holding a lever action rifle is going to be firing at Professor Bogus.
Okay. And
That guy's got a flamethrower.
yeah.
You're trying to use your device.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know what that is.
Okay.
Flamethrower's pretty
So
intuitive.
let me roll this weird science or math science. But, yeah, I guess I'll keep that one.
You can call it the
That's a 9er.
Okay, so so with a raise, that negative 4 on the roll?
It's like,
Yeah.
Okay,
this
this thing works. It catches the bullet that was going to hit you.
Yeah.
There you
The
go.
other guy, you can see kind of raise up, and he has 2 revolvers in hand.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to switch to a different die for this one. A new die handed to me recently.
God damn it, Will.
We got a real sharpshooter over here.
Is that the die you use?
No, it's Ericsson's heavy metal D20.
It was the one he...
It's the one you use. That guy's as good as shooting as you.
I saw those 3 rolls.
That's going to hit you with 2 raises. Yes, 2 raises.
Try it.
17. And that's going to, so the 2 raises are going to be, that can't explode. So it's going to be that. And this, oh, who gets this? Because he's real scary. So, what's your toughness?
6.
So that's enough for 2 wounds. Let's check.
Alright, let's try and soak it. I've got D8 and vigor.
His offhand is going to Grimes while you're trying to set this.
Yeah.
So,
Which is cackling at me. Get out of here. I'm emotionally unstable.
I do have a wound, so it's only 5. So I
5. Still soak 1 of them. Just still take 1. Roll me a D12. Grimes.
6.
What's your toughness, Grimes?
4.
4. So it's shaken, not stirred. He fires both. The one whizzes by you and it's going to shake you.
Amateur.
That is the most Grimes thing I can think of in a gunfight.
You're not shaking, you're disappointed. So what was your
6.
A 6. Roll me a D6.
4.
Battered, vigor die reduced by 1. That
Yeah.
might be relevant
That could
for
be
soaking.
relevant.
And you got that wound, and that's all of them, so it'll be a new round. Who dis?
2 jokers.
If you do that again...
Who's feeling?
Oh, yeah, I have to do 2, because there's also
If you do it again one more time,
I'm
you gotta
probably
go buy
last
a
on both
scratcher.
accounts
Or
this
get
Ha!
purple.
Oh, an ace.
See, there you go.
Nice.
Another ace.
Ooh, the ace of spades.
The ace of spades.
Alright, well.
I like how you like. They always do the ace of spades in the Metallica guy voice. Like Lemmy's just screaming and that's all.
So, ace of hearts first.
So it's
hearts.
whichever ace is
So
higher.
it's me, because it's a heart.
Which feels wrong that the ace of spades.
The ace of spades should be
I'm gonna-
first.
I'm gonna take a shot at the dude who came out of cover to get around the barrier.
No cover for him, so
So I'm gonna
just-
use my bolt gadget on it.
Good. Roll it.
Ooh, that's an 8.
That's an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
Okay, 7.
you won.
Oh, because you have a wound?
Yeah,
Did you
it's
get
a 7.
wounded?
So
Oh
now
no!
it's-
Wait, did you get injured last time? You didn't get shot before. His gadget caught the
No, no.
bullet.
He had.
No, I have a wound.
Yeah,
So-
I thought you were saying you were shaken.
No.
No.
So
That's
seven.
it's a 7, but it still hits.
Still hits, no raise.
No worries.
So
That was what I was
Yeah.
like. Oh, it's no
that is right. So
Look.
2d6.
I've done my job.
You?
I've
got one.
I've removed someone from
We're
this fight.
well, yeah. We'll run a 5d6. So really, you need to do like one more good shot.
Nope, I whiff.
It's a 5d5.
It's a
No,
It's a
5d6.
1.
It's a 1 on
It-
2d6.
it's a 2 and a 1 minus the 1, so
Well, you don't minus for damage.
for
damage.
with
Well,
it,
then
so
it's a 3.
it's 3. Still not enough to even shoot.
yeah.
But
Again, I whiff. It just goes by. I'm probably like, oh.
I think these guys have toughness out of that. Yeah, they sure do. So from there, who's next? Other ace.
You got those from free from the bar.
You are unshaken. This lady does have a fire barrier between you and her now, but the other 3 are all.
What's it called?
You can shoot at them from where you're at.
Wait, that's 6.
That's a 6.
It's 6.
Still enough. But you don't get your turn.
I don't get my
But you
turn.
don't get your turn. That's relevant. Okay, who's next? I'm a 5 and a 2, so I assume I'm dead last.
Jack
Jack of
hearts. Jack of hearts.
Close.
Of clubs. I don't know spades. Clubs, hearts, clubs.
Jack of
hearts.
The Jack of Spades.
The giant jumps will be
What range are these guys at for the rifle?
For the right, it's going to be close range for any
Okay.
gun with where they're at right here. You guys are on a road with wood on either side. They're ducked down just off the road,
I
basically.
guess it's going to be an action to. It's either going to be an action to reload or it's going to be an action to draw a pistol.
But then you have a pistol.
True.
And you can chain those actions. You can pull out the pistol and shoot. It's just at a -2.
Yeah. Well, it's just like because
And
I
you can reload
well,
and shoot. It's just
well that's that's why I'm trying to decide. Do I want to reload? Do I want to reload the rifle and shoot, or do I want to?
Want to shoot with the big gun or the little gun?
I mean, it makes more sense at this range probably to shoot the little gun, but I'll reload and shoot the rifle because I think technically that's only at a -1 because it's a +1 rifle.
Makes sense. Math checks out.
So reload. Can I? Are any of them in the open? Is one of them
Yes.
stepped out of the open?
Yeah.
I'll just take a shot at him
Poor fucker.
rather than trying to look around for somebody else.
The old Sharp's buffalo rifle at close range.
5.
That's
5 at one of the one that's out of cover.
Yeah.
The close guy. Yeah, that'll do it.
Shame. Loading this.
13.
13. That's enough for 1 wound. So you hit him, he takes a wound.
Tough fucker.
Roll a d12.
Right in the balls.
See, it'd be great if somebody else shoots somebody in the balls because.
Lucky for him, he's got 2 of those. He shoots the guy. It's probably horrific. But it's it, this guy's not surviving this fight, so like it's like a like it blasts at him, and he's like grabbing at his eye, holding the gun. From there, who's next?
I was kind of hoping it'd be the balls too, to be
Yeah.
honest. but-
as soon as like it's the balls.
I'm still laying down. I like shoot the sniper at 300 yards, reload, pivot,
Twist
shoot
around,
the
pivot,
balls.
blow a guy's
I'm
balls
gonna
off.
shoot at the fucker that shot me, bastard. Okay, so I'm shaking.
He's in cover. No, you have to roll unshake first.
Yeah, that's a spirit. I've got spirit. Yes, I do. I've got spirit. It's it would be a 5, but I have 2 wounds, so is that
It's a 3, so you're not
I'm still
unshaken. Still shaking. Okay.
That sucks.
Then it is the bad guy's turn. 1.
Actually, no, it's Grimes.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, you have a 6. You're relevant. You are here. You are here. Roll it.
Alright.
Roll whatever.
Unshaken.
Yeah.
No,
Roll
you're,
unshake.
you are shaken. I forgot. It was just like,
You're just shaken. Yeah.
I'm just as yeah.
Stand here shaking.
Unshaken, but don't get your turn. This guy's going to try and unshake. Unshaken, but doesn't get his
I still
turn.
hear the cackling.
Is that the guy that got shot in the eye?
oh yeah,
That's
does she
the guy
still
that
get a
shot.
-2 from the cackling?
You do. You still have a -2 from the count.
Still shaking.
Still shaking.
She's still cackling?
She's still cackling in your head. Her turn hasn't happened yet. The other 2 guys did not get hit this round.
Your
So
ex-girlfriend
the first one is
keeps
going to
cackling in
fire.
my ear.
He will fire at you again, Professor.
All right.
With that rifle.
Let me deflect again.
Okay.
That's a 7.
7, so just a -2, right?
Yeah, or -2. Yeah.
It's
Got a
not with the
6.
raise?
No, it has to be an 8 to get a raise.
Oh, then yeah, -2.
Okay, so he still hits, but no raise. And that'll just be these for him. 7. What's your toughness?
So 4.
4, so shaken but no wound.
Oh, barely no wound.
Yeah, barely. The other guy, the scarier of them, the dual-wielding feller, is going to take a couple shots. We'll say 1 at Jefferson, 1 at Grimes. Jeffers, that is going to be a 10.
The guy
That's
just
gonna
shot
be a
his
hit
eye
with
out.
a-
He doesn't even take a shot at me.
He didn't unshake. Or he unshook, but he didn't get a turn. He shook it too.
Oh, right.
He's pretty shaken up.
He's pretty shaken up.
For some,
by
reason,
that,
for some
turns
reason,
out.
I thought I shot the dual wielding guy. But
No, the dueling guy's one of the ones
Using
in
cover.
cover. So
he's dual wielding and
professional.
he's in cover.
He's professional. He's both sides of the
Yeah,
tree.
right.
what's your toughness? 6. So that'll be enough for 1 wound.
The tree's got a little crook in it, so he's just
Roll
like
it.
he's just like looking
While he's
through
down, roll the
Those
attack,
perfect ambush
Mr.
spots.
Grimes. That'll be hit with no raise.
Let's see this come.
2. So you take a wound. Roll me a d12.
No, I can't take wounds.
What's your toughness there, Grimes?
4.
But you're shaken still, right?
Yes.
So
Well, I
this is
just,
6.
I'm not shaken, but now I am shaken.
No, you are
But
shaken.
you were
because-
shaken before. You didn't
Yeah,
have to shake.
you didn't
so
have
this
to
is
shake.
not. This will
I
technically
thought
give
I
you.
did
No,
not
because you
shake.
had a 4, but you have a -2.
You have a -2 from her cackling.
Oh.
So that'll be enough for a wound because you're shaken. Unless you want to soak it. What'd you get?
I'll try to.
11. So no wound.
So your big
Yeah!
wound is a
Imagine taking a wound.
Shit!
Taking a wound. Imagine taking a wound, but then not taking a wound.
Imagine getting,
So you take a wound.
You take a wound. Roll me a d12 there, lady.
imagine getting shot
Or
multiple
fella,
times.
for the sake of this.
Unscathed.
This one?
That one.
Yep.
No, just a d12. 10.
10. So 10 is
Left to your right.
leg, left or right. Odd left, even right. You roll it.
Even.
So right leg is lame. He shoots you in the leg.
Yeah.
Which means you can't run as fast, basically, for the sake of
At least
this.
he didn't shoot you in the face or the balls.
That's
That's
true.
right. If it was balls, the next shot Grimes took would be on his own head. Ain't no point living if he can't use his unmentionables. From there, it'll go to the other person who was the 2, and this lady you can kind of vaguely see behind this like flickering flame, and she kind of like borderline like superhero landings. You see her like stick her hand towards the ground, and as she does that, you hear like a and like look, and you see like a hand raise up out of the ground, like fingers like this kind of pop up out of the ground, and then the fingertips that you see change to vines and swirl out of these fingers and start trying to wrap around your guys' legs. And I want each of you to roll me an agility.
Oh, boy.
Is it bad that I was like, goes like this and climbs up and just grabs Jeffers by the balls?
You guys are balls, pulls him into the ground vines. She pulls you straight to hell by the bollocks.
That's how most men get there.
There is a D4.
Whatever what's the skill?
Agility is a d8.
That's a 7 for Professor.
Okay.
Of that.
With all relevant
It's,
names.
it's the skill, so like the athletic skill,
I'm doing
not the
terrible
agility.
Is athletics agility?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, athletic
Oh,
skill.
oh,
I'm
so
good.
it's athletic.
I'm good.
Athletic skill.
Not agility.
So you will have a -2 if you don't have the relevance.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's
Actually,
still a 7 even with.
It's only.
So
you
it is
have
the athletic
that-
skill.
No, I don't have ranks in it. I just
You're
rolled.
doing this.
I rolled.
Yes.
My
So
4
it's
exploded
yeah.
twice, and I got a 2 on the last one.
I
so.
rolled
okay,
the
so
same
last
and I
one.
spent a penny.
That happens all the time.
5,
4.
4,
1.
1.
Your witch lady
11
friend is not
minus
nice.
2, 9.
9. So everyone besides Grimes, these things kind of
7.
These things kind of wrap and
Guys.
snap at you, but Grimes, you get kind of tangled up by this thing.
No, he did just get shot.
Functionally, what this means, the laughing in your head stops. However, anyone shooting at you is going to have an easier time doing it as these like tendrils are wrapped around and holding you in place. You can still move around fairly freely. It's just they're kind of like they're making it difficult. It doesn't stop you from moving from where you're at, but will make you easier to shoot. From there, it'll be a new round.
It should have been a single target attack to just take Jeffers to hell by his balls.
My cards have gone soft. This court.
Alright, let's see. Haha!
A 7.
Haha! That's a 3.
Oh wait, go ahead and pull me one more off the top. After he does this. I want the Joker, not whatever bullshit he got. That's a 4.
No, thanks for taking that for me.
Uh-huh.
Giving me this queen.
You're welcome. My highest is 6, so
alright.
assume you all are gonna be taking
Queen?
the lead.
I'll be dead
Yeah,
last
queen
because I have a 3.
Ah, Queen.
Oh.
Cool.
Yes, queen.
So there's the fella I shot in the eye.
Mhm.
He's still there.
You sure he is?
I guess we'll just. I mean, he's not really doing much at the moment, but I guess we'll just try and
He is unshaken, so he'll get to do something on his next turn.
just finish that. Reload and take a shot. Which is a 4, so
That hits.
hits with no raise. Minimum damage. 2.
He is not even shaken by that. From there, who's next? Jeffers.
I'm gonna
It's
shoot it
Jeffers and then
at
me
mine.
and Jocelyn.
You would shoot at who?
At mine.
She is
there's
still
a
on the
barrier.
opposite side of that barrier from you, so you'd have to you can move around it.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
What a waste of time.
Okay, so you move to the side and you can still take the shot. You're just in her line of sight too. If that becomes
I'm still shaking. Okay.
Is it her hand that's in the ground?
Looking back down, there's just vines sprouting there now.
Shoot the hand.
16. Have you all seen what's the new Suicide Squad?
Oh.
Second Suicide Squad movie. Spoiler alert. I mean, if you haven't seen that yet, there's a super villain guy that they send whose whole superpower is his arms can detach and freely move around. But they're like storming a beach full of guys with guns. So he does this and his hands go out and they just light him up with assault rifle fire. And he's just like standing behind cover like, ah! Like that's what I'm picturing with her hand right now.
Exactly.
What was your
7.
7 to hit mine? That'll hit, no raises. She is still in cover, technically, is 6, but that hits with no raise.
That's
10. Let's take a look here. That'd be enough for a wound. She's going to attempt to soak it.
No.
She soaks it. She doesn't take that wound, which is important. She might have taken a good number before.
What, from the 24?
Hey, I should have just thrown my battle in.
That'll finish her off. Yeah,
but it might hurt
block
you in the
yourself to
process.
touch it, but yeah.
I finished you off too.
Yeah.
From there, who's next?
I'm up.
Okay.
I've got spirit. Yes, I do. I've got spirit.
6 explodes.
It's explode.
So 10 minus 2.
Still have to take a turn?
Still enough to take a turn. So I will shoot my shotgun at that fucker behind the tree.
The two dual wielder or the lever action rifle guy?
Dual wielder. He shot
Okay.
me.
Yeah, roll it. Got a +2 on it.
Yeah, shooting.
You're aiming to beat a 6 because he's got that cover.
At a +2, makes it a 5.
Just shy of 6.
Shy.
You 5 and you miss. You have another barrel.
I got
For
another.
next time.
I'll probably just kill that poor fucker who lost an eye.
Who's that was an 8, so 7.
Yeah, it's Grimes.
You got to roll on shake.
Gotta roll on shake. So your spirit is a D8 plus a D6. There you go. That'll be a -1. 8 explodes.
Looks like Grimes.
Could be relevant. So 10 minus 1 is 9.
Which means you get a turn.
So who you shooting?
Who am I the closest to?
You're kind of closest to all 3.
Can I
There's
see
the guy
that?
that
You
shot
can't
you.
get the lady. You can't get the creepy lady where you're standing. You'd have to move.
There's
around
you,
this
but
barrier
behind
to
a
do
tree.
Well, and also
There's
you're
the-
entangled by. You're also ensnared by the vines.
Right, but that doesn't affect
I guess
your
the
shoot.
Yeah, like I said, and you can move with that if you want. Like I said, it's more of something that just makes it kind of tries to hold align you in front of bullets.
I guess I'm gonna move away from the van.
It's still gonna hold on to you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get you free. You can just kind of still freely move. It's just.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot somebody. I'm gonna shoot.
Do you want to shoot at somebody who's easier to hit or harder to hit?
Easier.
Okay, you shoot it.
And are you gonna shoot with your 2
Well, it's not
pistols or
eyeless
just
yet.
one?
One-Eye Billy. His name used to just be Billy. His name
Are you
was
gonna
Billy
shoot
the
twice or
Adult.
just
Now they call him old
I'm
One-Eye
gonna
Billy.
shoot.
Why do they call him that? Why
She's
would you
gonna
just
shoot
call him
one
Billy?
with each hand.
Okay, so first, just do the first one to start. At Billy. One-Eye Billy.
This
Formerly
would be,
Billy the Adult. The artist
They're
formerly known
both
as
at a
Billy the
-2
Adult.
when you're dual wielding.
12 explodes.
And 6 explodes, right?
No, that's a
a
5.
Oh.
Well, no, because Grimes has.
Ambidextrous.
And does Grimes also have the 2-gun kid one?
I believe they took both.
Yeah, so they're all
Oh, yeah.
at. Grimes also ignores 2 points of cover.
Well, she's if that
Marksman, yeah.
becomes.
but for this first one, it's going at. So you'll get to ignore the cover
So
for the other guy. So it's all the same.
So 12.
12?
That guy.
12 to hit. Alright, let's Pete. So his name changed. That's a hit with a raise.
Okay, so
You got a toughness of 6.
roll that.
4.
And then 2d6.
Mhm.
Yeah. 8, 13.
Shit. What was your roll to hit?
12.
12. That's a hit with 2 raises.
Oh, roll
Because I
d6.
did it off their toughness, but it's a shot.
So 13 plus
Plus one more d6.
One more
Okay,
d6.
16.
16. 6 is 10. It's enough for 2 wounds. He doesn't get to soak. He has. You hit him. He is technically still up. He's taken 3 wounds. Or will kill him. But He's still.
12.
Oh, there's a 10. No, it's his leg. Just kidding. He was just shy. He got a 10 on the line.
You took 2 wounds.
So
Yeah, but
Wasn't that
it's
my
still
first?
one.
Was that my first shot or both?
no,
was your
that's
first
first.
shot.
So you can do your second shot on him too if you'd like.
Yeah, let's finish.
Let's finish him off. Let's do it.
Poor fucker.
He's missing his right eye and his left leg.
Not that time.
Nope.
No luck. Hey, you miss. He's still up but shaking. After that, it'll be them.
It's-
He will
yeah,
roll
it's
to
your-
shake to start. Ooh. He unshakes but does not get a turn. The other folk in the tree, one is going to.
I still love the it's just him with 2 arms around the tree.
One's going to do. The lever action is firing at lady. Gonna hit with no raises.
technically, since I'm prone, that I think might very slightly change the number I need. Ranged attacks get -4 to hit.
Oh, I mean you're prone.
Damn. Okay. Well, that'll miss.
Nice. Everyone gets in the gunfight, everybody hits just the
It turns out it's sort of like a prudent thing to
But don't they
guess
get like a +4 against you with melee?
Melee, yeah.
So
Yeah.
then they just draw their knives, come up and stick it in your
Yeah,
ass.
they get a. They
Well,
get
instead
a
everyone hits the deck, and
melee
then
boost.
Mohan just comes up and starts boot kicking everyone.
And you
first one
get-
is, I already rolled it, so I'm gonna do one of these to determine who it's going to.
And you get a -2
Yep.
to fighting and parry.
Hit
And
raise.
you can only crawl around.
Lucky that one can't explode. Well, that one can though. Jeez. Okay. What's your toughness?
6.
So with 6, that brings a 22 down to 6. Excuse me, 6, 22, that brings it down to 16, right?
Yeah.
That's enough to take you from folded to downed if you don't soak this here. But you have one Benny left,
One
right?
Benny left.
Alright, soak
Square.
at least one wound here.
Square.
That's enough for 4
Square.
wounds.
Imagine taking wounds.
Oh, shit.
6 explodes.
There's a
He's
chance.
taking one less.
He's not going down at the very least.
8.
8, so you'll take 2 wounds. Roll me a d12.
There you go. You, from what it could have been.
Tree.
3,
Balls.
your
I
right
think that's 1
arm.
and 2.
I'm just bid.
Your right arm is injured.
My arm.
So you'll have a -2 to use that. Are you right or left-handed?
Left.
We haven't established this before. If you want to establish that you're left-handed, from now on, you are left-handed. You have to remember.
I am
I'll let
going
you
to
do it.
establish that I am left-handed.
All right, that's
Better write
established.
it down.
Of course, it's that.
Our eagle-eyed viewers will be able to.
And you have one coming at you.
Okay.
With your top hand, which will hit with no raise.
Okay. Toughness is 6.
He gets to roll 3 dice, all 3 ones.
Hey.
So he does not beat your toughness. You are absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
Alright, now
fine.
it's. Wait, no, you got one more. Never mind.
Then there's one other who has her target in sight. Old man Jeff. You see Auntie Mai glare at you and say, "You ruined your gun!" As she twists her hand and some dark, mysterious, magic-y goop comes out of it.
That's the worst kind of magic.
It's just castor oil.
And she is going to. Oh,
It's in my mouth.
What's your toughness?
6.
That's enough for 1 wound. No. Yes, it is enough for 1 wound. As she blasts, she casts blast, but it's a strange
our
black
voice.
discusness that comes out.
It's blast or
wounds.
bolt.
Jimmy bolt. No.
I was going to say, because if it's blast, we're all taking
Yes. So you take 1 wound. Roll me another d12.
Right in the balls. Sorry. It's never gonna stop me.
Ooh, this is an important one. This is a very important one.
Lefty or righty?
Oh, that's lefty. You have both arms injured. It's unusable, like the one-arm hindrance. So that means both arms are unusable now. As she blasts, she says, "You ruined your gun," and then blasts, and it like hits and crawls and winds up your arm, and it's very painful. And now both of your arms don't work.
We've established you shoot or stab a guy in the dick once, and for the rest of your life, you're just the dick stabber.
You're just the
Or the
old
dick,
stabber.
or the dick shooter.
And that's their turn.
So now it's my turn. I'm gonna roll to be unshaken.
Okay, roll it.
On the pile.
Nope, a 2. Still shaking.
Okay, still shaking. New round. Who dis?
You gotta stop grabbing the good cards.
You're gonna say that
Another
you're sitting at
3.
the same table as the guy that
Just pull 2
jokers.
Yeah, jokers.
Ooh.
The Joker!
There it is. Feels good.
There it is.
Ooh, please.
Time to roll snake eyes.
Yeah. But just be cocky right now while you get to that.
exactly.
You going first? Sir.
Yeah, I'll choose to go first.
Okay. Who you shooting at?
Well,
One-legged Pete.
Seems like kind of a waste.
I am declaring 3 actions.
Okay.
I'm going to
Defender.
reload,
Okay.
shoot a man, whether it's the guy who's going to be wearing an eye patch and a peg leg for the rest of his life if he survives it, or the 2-gun kid or something. And I'm going to try and cast a healing spell.
Okay.
To see if I can give Jeffress use one of his arms back.
All right.
So I guess we'll just start with the shot.
Okay. Who you shooting?
We'll do the guy who's already been shot several times.
He's already almost dead.
We might as well just finish this off, the poor man.
Won't somebody help that poor man?
That is an 8.
Like how he tries to
believe
kill
hits
us and
with
we're
a
like,
raise.
poor fellow, he's got one eye and one arm.
The raised damage is a 6.
He doesn't get to. So that's this. These 2 dice have to combine for at least 4.
They're 8.
yeah.
So 14, 16 with the Joker.
16. Okay, that is enough to kill this man.
Cool.
You did apply a -4 to that shot, right? With your other bonuses, because you're taking 2 additional.
No, so
bonuses.
it would be. I guess it would be 6 less. You're right.
6. Okay.
Because yeah, it would be.
You didn't get the
it would be
raise.
minus. Yeah, you
No.
are. You are right.
You still hit.
Yeah, the Joker cancels out one of the
One, but not
actions.
the other action.
So then I'll stand up and try a healing roll.
So is that man dead? Is that man dead?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's dead.
So this is.
Back to following as long as you did.
at
Damn
a-
it.
this is just at a -2.
Slayer.
6 explodes.
Is this the healing one?
Yep. Save me a drink.
So Jeffress gets 1 wound, which is, I believe, the wound he just took to his left arm. So,
Which is a shooting arm.
I have done magic 3 times.
And perfect time.
Haha!
Now that witch is gonna target you. They have a spellcaster!
I'm also not getting a bonus for being prone anymore.
Witch
So
off, witch off.
I don't have any damaging spells unless you want me to just teleport her. What's 24 times 6?
High.
That high up in the air.
Is that, well, it depends. Is that in feet or?
I'll take a fucking,
24 times 6
Afanta.
feet.
That's quite high.
Afanta.
Don't you want to?
Don't you want to?
You look hot and all that
Fanta.
faster. Drink some Fanta faster. Who's up
Yeah,
next?
some kid.
That was a Joker.
Yeah,
Who's
that's the
first?
Joker.
King.
So yeah.
King. Sorry. I will try and shoot.
Combats. We gotta keep going.
Sorry.
There's been lots of big combats in the last couple episodes, so they go long.
No.
Nothing. Was that sound shake?
No, it's a shoot my shotgun.
Shoot your shotgun. Okay. So no. You shoot at somebody. Doesn't matter. You missed. Which means you want to reload next time because that's your second turn. From there,
Baseball bat now.
who is after? I have a queen of spades, so
it's
I'm guessing
you.
I'm next.
Queen.
We will start with lever
Is it your
action.
second 3
The
in a
lever
row,
action
sir?
kid. Who is going in?
Yeah, it is my second 3 in a row.
He's shooting at the lady, which will, because you have a. No, you're not prone.
I'm not prone anymore.
So it will hit with 1 raise.
Because you had to stand up to catch your spell.
Yeah, you need to move over to him. because I couldn't crawl far enough with them.
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 4 because I have a small hindrance.
That is enough to give you 2 wounds, technically. That's 12.
First many
Okay,
for
roll
me.
it.
But I have a bad history of taking Benny, chameleon.
You've got one coming at you, Mohan, from the 2-gun kid.
Stop shooting me. I only have one more Benny.
I'm pretty sure 8 soaks that wound.
Yep, you soak it, no shake. That's 18 to hit, which is 14, so that's 3 raises.
Alright, I get it.
Yeah, you
The
murdered.
2-gun kid is no joke. So add 7 to.
When's he gonna actually
Too
reload?
bad our kid got
How many
some
shots is
raises.
this?
This is the 3rd round of shooting, I think?
Yeah.
On this.
8 explodes.
Your toughness is 6.
It is.
So that's 9. That'll be enough for 2 wounds.
Okay. Luckily I rolled an
trying.
8 and a 4. And then minus 2. So that's a 10 total.
10.
So that's enough to soak those 2 wounds.
An 8 and a 4?
Yeah.
What does that mean? For a
He
vigor?
rolled.
Yeah.
He rolled to soak.
Oh, 8 exploded.
As soon as you started
You soak
doing
him.
math for how many raises it was, he was like, "I'm just spending a penny." to soak this."
Otherwise I'll
The
die.
second shot is gonna go at
Again?
Professor.
Alright, hang on.
Tell me what I'm subtracting from this.
We'll find out soon enough.
Or if I'm
Once again, I love
Let's
the
see how
idea
many
that he
raises
like shoots me and I go.
It is a 7.
7, so no raise. So
No
just
raise,
minus 2.
-2.
Which turns his 9 into a 7. So he does not get a raise. It's
Wait,
just
did-
flat damage.
Crime skill? Oh no, you were shooting at him. Sorry.
This is a clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That is 6 damage. What's your toughness?
It's a 4.
So just shake it.
I'm already shaking.
So a wound.
Damn it.
Roll a d12 unless you try and soak it if you have any minis left.
No, I have all my bennies. I haven't
Okay.
used them, so I'll spend one and try to soak it.
That's a lot of what Ben.
Nope. I got a wound.
Roll a
That's how
d12.
they should be. When you're re-rolling like your conversation
8.
with Spindly Norman, that's kind of like.
An 8. I think you're rolling a
It's an
d6.
important
So
story.
let me double check that. Yep, roll me d6.
4.
Battered, bigger down one. To make it hard to soak 'em.
Well, my vigor's already at the
Oh,
lowest,
it's
so
already
it can't go
No,
any
you're
lower.
fine. That is both
Jokes
them.
on
You already
shot
killed
me
the
in my
1-gun
tuberculosis
kid.
lung.
So from there, who's after the queen?
9.
Jocelyn,
Yeah.
you shooting the guy?
Yeah, I'll shoot somebody.
You shooting
mind's
Billy the
starting to
Kid
shuffle,
or
is all we got.
Lever Action Man?
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid? Okay, are you gonna shoot him once or twice?
Twice.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm dead last again, so I don't even need
So
my
same
card.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, minus 1.
Well,
it
it explodes.
You're shooting at who?
Billy the Kid.
2-gun kid?
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
18 minus 1, 17.
Guess who's
17, and you get to ignore the cover, so it's
Yeah.
just against a 4, so that's 3 raises. 3d6.
This guy's just like leaning up behind a tree, just blasting.
No,
The
no, I
guy
like-
just like very calmly shoots one guy in the leg, and then just like draws a beat on this guy and shoots him.
14.
On the raises?
I showed you.
I'm gonna do what somebody
Okay,
did recently
now-
and just roll his soak right now.
14, roll 2 more. 6 explodes.
We're at 22.
22.
We're at 22 right now.
23.
23.
Which is in 6 toughness, 17. That's enough for 4 wounds. Which luckily he does roll enough to soak 1 of them. He will take
I like-
3 wounds
No,
here.
I like that.
Roll me
Go
d12.
back to your guys' joke about like him, like
He's
doing
got an
this.
arm right out his
I like to
shoulder.
think he is the tree, like he's in
Is that a
disguise as
two?
the tree.
Is that 2?
That's 2, right?
Oh!
You calmly shoot on that leg, turn, blast the 2-gun kid's
Right.
now the no-gun kid.
Grimes, for some reason, is not going for kills in this fight. It's like everybody's like fighting for their lives, and Grimes is just like shoot this guy in the leg.
The
shoot
first
that
shot
guy
goes
in the
by,
dick.
leg shot, dick shot. You have an offhand if you'd like to use it.
Yeah.
Are you firing at
Yep.
the no-gun kid?
Yep.
Grimes is now the dick shooter.
You know the
6
conversation.
explodes.
The conversation I've quoted a couple
7.
times.
7, that will hit with no raises.
The quote that I've done several times this campaign from Unforgiven.
6.
6. He's already shaken, so that will be the last wound unless he can soak it here. He definitely soaks it. He rolls an explosion on both dice. So he's not going to take that wound.
However,
Still shaking.
Burned up and he's shaking.
Burned a Benny, and he's shaking, and now he's got no balls.
And now he's got no
Yeah,
balls.
just like all I can think of is the line from that I've quoted. With
that's
the line,
you.
He didn't carry 2 guns.
I'm guessing
They
your
called it
7
2
is
guns 'cause
next,
his
which is the
dick
7 of
was
spades.
so big.
7 of clubs. Your witchy friend gets to go right before you. She's got a chance. She's gonna send some more goo your way. Which I think is gonna it's a success with no raises. So roll her damage. What's your toughness? 6, right? She doesn't even shake you. 5. She blasts the goo, and you duck underneath it as your turn starts.
It's not. Ooh, so it's.
Yeah. I guess left arm.
Okay. Shooter.
Roll it. She does have cover.
Can I move to be?
To where her cover's not getting your benefit.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll let you do it.
That's all.
Doing that will put the barrier between you and the other people. So you won't be able. You'll have to like move to be able to shoot at the other people.
Okay.
But it'll get you pretty close to her.
I got one focus, man.
That's right.
He's a man on a mission.
That's to kill the devils from my past.
That's right.
With the word of the Lord. All right. That is 5.
Minus whatever. Minus 2 is.
That is 3.
That's my mom.
That's a 3.
That's
That'll
my mom.
miss.
Dang wounds!
I know.
Hey, wounds are
I
the
have a
worst.
D10.
Bullshit.
12.
But that's
You have a
fine.
D12 and shoot.
Do you have 2 12 and shooting?
That's a new round.
Oh wait, no, hang on.
Oh,
I got
oh yeah, Professor. Roll to unshake. I just assume you're gonna. You can spend a penny to automatically unshake.
Don't do it.
Do you get to take your turn if you spend a penny?
I don't think so.
I would say probably yes. But
I bet he's probably worth it. But
yeah.
In this case, I won't, just because I don't want to risk.
You want them soak wounds.
Yeah.
Gotta keep them HP
This
high.
just says, at least in the cheat sheet
Yeah,
here,
nope,
it just
it's a one.
says recover
Okay,
from
still shaking.
So I would have to check.
Give me the top 2 cards from that. You're giving them to me, so it's your fault that this is a King of the Joker. Well, the second one's the witch at least, so that's the fool I made, so I'm sticking to it.
Hey!
It's 5.
Better than what I got.
I got a King of Diamonds.
King
I'm
goes
guessing that's going
first.
first.
No, Ace. Sorry.
Oh, Ace. Ace in our face. All right,
Ace,
what
Ace
you doing?
in our face. You gonna shoot.
Who else are you gonna shoot?
Yeah.
He's still up. Are you trying to finish him off?
You gonna finish him
He's
off?
got a testicle left.
Can
That's all.
Put that poor bastard out of his misery. It's a 9.
9 hits with 1 raise. Yeah.
That's roll that.
He's got 3 wounds to try and...
5 plus.
I didn't roll that.
I know, but it's
You
now
gotta
you're
You're
roll.
adding 5 to the
No,
two.
No, roll both of them.
There you go.
Oh.
You get the
first
extra
one's
die
just
for the
your-
explosion.
Straight.
12. So 12.
12.
3, 4, 5. That makes sense. That math checks out. 12 will be enough for 1 wound. He's going to use his last penny to try and soak it. Which is a 5 on the die, but with -3 from wound penalties is not enough to soak. Go ahead and roll me a d12. I'm just curious where you finish him off.
Please tell me it's the other. It's the other. Oh, 3. So close.
She's going for it.
It's the arm, technically, which means that you're still not going for lethal shots, you monster. But you shouldn't kill him.
I
He goes
just
down.
like,
You have your second shot if you'd like to use it.
Yeah. You shooting somebody else?
yeah, I'm gonna shoot someone.
The lever action boy or
Lever-action
Yeah.
boy is the last
Go for
one.
it.
Grimes being in gunfights and being unimpressed with the outlaws he's fighting is one of my
11.
favorite things in the world.
You get to ignore the thing, so that, well, still only gonna hit with 1 raise.
Okay, one raise.
Just shy of 2. Just shy of 2.
6.
Doesn't explode. But,
8. 10.
huh?
No, no, he said the 3 is.
What was
10.
that? 10. That is enough for a wound. He does not get 2 roll pennies, so he gets extra wounds by doing that. I'll do this. Vigor reduced. It'll be harder for him to soak future wounds. Well, he can't soak. Doesn't matter. He hears him, he takes a wound. He takes a wound.
He's gonna be tough.
These guys are no joke. This was meant to be a harder
I
fight
don't know.
than
It
it's been. You
I mean,
guys
it's
are-
been a
I don't
pretty hard
know,
fight.
that
We're-
sniper wasn't all that much.
You hit him for fucking 30 damage. He doesn't get to soak. He's tough in that.
There's a reason why he was way back.
Next up is the King of Diamonds. That guy's gonna try and unshake. which is this die. He unshakes but does not get a turn. From there, it is the two-gun kid who is going to try.
Well, the two-gun kid's.
Oh no, two-gun kid's dead. It's just lever action and witch left, right?
Yeah. Two-gun kid's dead.
Lever action kid is unshooken, but is not taking a turn. So who's next? Then? I got 3, so it's going to be a minute before the witch goes.
Yeah, it's the 8.
Reload my shotgun
And
with
the
a
5.
10.
You're firing it?
And then I'm firing
It'll
it.
be at a -2
flat.
because of the +2. You get the +2 from the shotgun and the -2 from the cover, so it's just a straight roll.
I did look up
But
how...
it's the extra turn from because I had to reload.
Yeah, so it's just a flat roll.
Mine, yeah.
Oh, flat. Okay.
No, because it's also it's a 6 he's going for,
Yeah, it's a
technically,
6
yes, because of the cover.
And I get my
Lever action guys.
Right,
Doesn't
but-
matter.
But it's, as far as like the
9
dice...
minus
it's
2
flat
is 7.
Hits with no raise.
Hits with no raise.
roll.
Shotgun at this range is it 2d6 or is it 3d6?
It'll be short range.
I did look up how the, like, at least in the older rules...
9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
12.
So that'll be enough for 1 wound, and you will take it.
I did look up in the older rules how like firing both barrels works,
Well,
and it's
it's like
essentially just the auto fire rules. So
Brain
like,
damage.
both shots have
You shoot him, he gets brain damage, and his smarts die is reduced to 1 point.
you can make 2 shots, but each
Who's
shot
next?
is at a
It's
-2,
Professor.
which cancels out the +2.
Professor's gonna
so it's
roll to be
my
unshaken.
but it does. But it does let you hit targets.
It's a 2.
Blast the same
Still shaking.
target with
All right,
barrels.
who's after Professor?
I would have made it like a small blast template.
I really hope.
Yeah.
I roll a 7.
Okay.
We're higher than a 7.
Well, actually, 6.
You're 5 here.
That is 11 to 9.
9 will hit with a raise.
Alright, so that is
18, 19.
But minus isn't on damage.
Yeah.
19.
Plus
Plus 1 from your
20.
20.
So that's not for 3 wounds. She's got to soak all of them.
That's a nice round number.
She doesn't soak any of them. You fire and she falls back, dead in front of you.
I want to.
Oh, describe.
I want to describe. I have an idea.
Okay, what'd you do?
I was on my phone looking up the Bible.
All right. The whole thing?
I sit here and read the entire Bible.
That's got to be at least a couple actions. All right, you fire and you finish her off. What do you say?
I go.
Can you roll a spear?
What's on it now, or what's inscribed on it now, is, but to those called to God to salvation, both Jews and Gentiles, Christ is the power.
Christ is the
And the wisdom of God.
Can you roll a spirit to see how he felt about it? Like how his body reacted?
You can say it. I'd say you can say it. You
I
got
say
to memorize. It's written on your given, you know.
Yeah, I got it memorized.
Yeah, you have to memorize. I'll say it.
I just like I like the idea that he says it and then his body like shivers.
He bursts into flames. And she goes down. From there, who's after that?
Do I get released from these
we got-
vines?
The vines go away.
So do
I
I
already
fall?
So it's no, it's
it's me.
It's little lady.
It's me with the lowest. I assume I'm last.
yeah.
Because she just
There
died.
was someone who had a 3,
Right.
but
So with my 2, I will reload. Do I have a shot where I am on the rifle fella? I guess he's been taking shots at me.
yeah.
I'll reload and take a shot at him.
Okay.
Hopefully to show him how rifle combat actually works, which is a 5.
Because of cover, no.
Cover, nope.
Okay.
It
Show him how
actually
it
works.
actually work.
New round, who dis?
I said hopefully. I
It'll be a
am.
minute for that.
His
Drawn for 1.
boss is dead. Stop
Tenor?
trying to shoot us. A 9. 8.
A 6er.
Oh.
Jerry ruined it. Sorry.
What I
That was the top one.
Joker, come on.
Damn!
Ace in your face. Ace is first.
Ooh, that felt good. Same thing.
Reloading and shooting
Yep. That will be a 7 to hit.
with the -2 for multi-action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit.
Which is 11
No,
damage.
which is that?
What?
Thank God.
The witch is.
That's
No,
one
this
witch.
witch.
Yeah.
Which witch? This witch. You blow his box off. You monster.
Wait, really?
Jimmy Mohan and his ball busting crew.
Mohan and the ball busters.
This is not a small rifle.
You blow his box off as well as most of his
I've been
pelvis.
hanging out with Grimes way too long.
It was just instinctual. It was just a snap.
I don't know why I did it. It just happened.
Who's next?
You're like, who
Can
am I
you please
turning
put that
into?
poor bastard out of his misery? Oh my shit.
I think this fight's over.
I'm going to.
This guy does drop his rifle and clutch at his business.
Clutch at what used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be. No, I'm gonna.
Damn. Oh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
search. I'm gonna search my big. There ain't nothing.
She's got some creepy shit on it, but
That's
a
it.
little bit of money. There's she's got quite a few like kind of totems and things on her person that you can just kind of quickly, briefly see. You're not able to really like go into it and get into a whole lot of detail as like what actually on her. But she's got some like strange culty shit and a little bit of money on her.
I'm just I'm basically looking if there's anything of interest to me.
Nothing of interest to you.
Okay. Then that's all I do.
Okay.
Yes. Well, would that be an action?
Yeah, it would be. I'd say you could move and take like the multi-action penalty to try and shoot. It'd give you -2 on your next shot.
Well, I'm
He's
still like
Yeah,
behind.
you're kind of on the opposite side. So
Can I move the into the camera? That's a maneuver.
to where you can get a sight on him? Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
it's only 3 panels across. Yeah, I'd say you can.
Okay, I did that.
All right. Who's next?
I'm a tenor. I believe that's me.
Okay.
I'm gonna, with my remaining shotgun, I'm gonna walk up to around cover
Okay.
and try and shoot him.
All right. You're point blank, and this guy is drop his gun and grab his box.
Basically.
You're getting
Roll it.
Mohan, you're getting reckless. You and your ball busting crew. The mayor's up my ass on this one.
You got a +2 on this.
So that's 7, 9, but I have 2 wounds, so 7.
7. So hit with no raise.
Okay.
But obviously close range.
Oh, wait.
6.
So it's 11,
That dude's dead.
14 total.
It was a kindness.
It was
was
you
a
put this man
kindness.
down.
Yeah.
You did him.
I feel terrible about it.
And that's going to be the end of this combat.
I like how you feel terrible, but then there's just Grimes who's just like, eh.
What are you guys doing?
Grimes was bored from the first shot.
Grimes is like, really? This is hard?
What in the goddamn hell was
Who
that all
has... Who... A bunch of people here have fresh wounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody have fresh wounds?
Oh, yes.
Have we been traveling long enough for
Not yet.
No.
I have 2 uses of...
Well, I can... You should use one of those on me, because
Okay.
then I can roll a healing on someone else.
Let's see. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, right?
4 explodes.
There's a chance.
It just heals 1.
Okay.
But
Well, 1 wound is 1 wound. That recovers my vigor.
Yes. What are you doing with... Who are you hitting with the other one?
who has the most wounds currently?
Or I guess you could also wait with that until he tries his healing rolls and everybody to see if who has them left. Because you can try that on everyone.
Because both Jeffords and I have 2.
Yeah, so let me...
Let's try those really quickly.
Yeah, let's roll on each of you.
Well, it was 1.
Start with you.
I
You're on
am...
Yeah, I gave you your arm back just in time.
I'll start with
That was
Grimes.
pretty clutch.
Wait, why are you starting with Grimes?
Because it's my wife. That's only 2.
It's only
You're
two, so no arm back
married?
for guys.
And then we'll go with
You met his
Jerry.
wife. Y'all met his wife. You've met his wife. You've also met Jimmy Mohan's wife. It's not Grimes.
6.
Sorry,
So
don't.
that's a 5 on the 5 on the check for.
You get 1 wound back.
Alright.
I don't think I would be a
And
bottom.
then we got
Not in this game.
not in this game.
Very handsome,
only
but not-
a 3 for.
So no wound back for Jeffers.
Okay, so
Are
now
you gonna
you
try on
have...
the lady? Do you have any wounds?
No.
Oh.
That's why I was like.
I was either laying
Imagine
on the ground
taking
or...
wounds.
Yeah, I was either laying on the ground or being missed.
So
while
we
I
roll.
said
Just
those.
such a
So
cocky
you
thing
have
to
two
say.
left,
I
right?
love it.
So you have 2 left, right? Okay, so I'll use my last chunk of power points.
If I get another level up, I'll probably boost healing.
The last of my mana, which is just enough to heal 1 wound.
Okay, you one back.
Which so that puts everybody down to
Either one
Are you
wound or
are you still at
two.
2? Or you're at 1?
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Because you
actually
healed me
Good
for
work.
one.
that's actually not bad.
What are you guys doing from there?
I'm looking at Jeffers because it seemed like this person had a grudge against you. They targeted you specifically.
Well, I tried to, but I didn't.
Well, Professor, I reckon you know better than anyone. We all got people in the past that ain't too fond of us.
What?
Jerry just went totally distant-eyed.
Jerry's got it. IRL. Okay.
This was your fault?
Well, did you not hear her yell something about a gun being tampered with? I only know one person in this group who has a gun that was tampered with.
I guess she was an unsatisfied customer, huh, Jeffers?
Mohan says, reloading his shot.
He just used to incinerate a guy's face.
I guess he was an unsatisfied customer. Am I right? Am I right?
I
Four. Sorry, there's 4.
There's 4
other
others.
dudes.
Are you guys wanting to search bodies?
yes.
Well, somebody wants to go feast.
I'm on the feed on number 3. So
Number
just
3 will
pick
be
a 3.
Number 3 is the one-armed, one bald kid. Are you can do this in front of people? Or you wait until like trying to do it? How are you trying to do this? Because the kid is here.
You can go check out the sniper.
You can you're like I'll go search the snipe.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
I'll
you
do
feel-
that.
if you
That
wanted
makes
to keep
sense.
it-
bring the rifle back.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys are searching through.
Yeah.
I'll search through one bald, one armed.
Okay.
Partially, there's kind of 2 things I'm looking for here.
Okay.
I guess witch-related stuff on the witch, and like if any of their weapons are like Jefferson's old gun,
Okay.
and just like cursed to shit, because we should probably deal with that before we
That's
move on.
Okay. First, you'll be able to go there. You can get the rifle and whatnot from him. You can also feed while they're digging through this. Searching through the remaining 4 people here, you'll find a number of things. You will find a total of $113.50.
Why you gotta do it like that?
Because I'm a monster. I could have been 23 cents, alright? I have some mercy. You also find a number of like little knickknacks and stuff on her that are kind of creepy. One thing you find that really sticks out to you taking time and digging through her belongings, you find a strange totem. It seems to be kind of some sort of hair or like rope or something that's knotted together, kind of in the shape of a person. But is soaked in what looks like recently dried but fairly fresh blood. That's you think has some sort of, so it certainly has some sort of thing. You can kind of dive into your witching manual to figure out what exactly you think that does, or kind of spend some time.
Yeah, I
Go and roll me a
can.
witchcraft real quick.
Just a occult.
An occult, sure.
When I get power points back, I can try object reading on it.
Oh,
Which might tell us something.
it'll be funny when it doesn't.
Jesus.
Occult is a 15.
You know exactly what this thing is and what it does. This is a kind of witching amulet or witching totem. You think that, mechanically, I'm just going to tell you what this does because you rolled that high. Every day that this has fresh blood poured, like it gets soaked in fresh blood, you will have a +1 on witching rolls while it's on your person. But it has to have had, it doesn't have to be human, but does have to have freshly spilled blood from something that died.
Interesting.
You have to kill something and put death blood onto it, and then it will give you a +1.
But I set a precedent recently. Burn it.
You burning it? Or are you going to...
Or we can put it in the museum.
Yeah, fine.
write it down, because otherwise it's not in your museum until it makes it to your museum. You find one other thing on the 2-gun kid, and that will be this
Wait,
right here.
Back
I get
another
to-
one in the collection.
I get to read it because I searched two gun.
No, you search one arm, one ball, one leg, one bar, one arm, one ball kid.
Oh.
So someone else can seriously search that.
I
Let's
read all
read
the
that
other
out, my
ones.
friend.
I read all the other ones. Notice to all citizens of the Union. Wanted, dead or alive. Deadshot Dell. The outlaw known as Deadshot Dell is wanted for countless armed robberies and brutal murders all across Union territory. The U.S. Marshal Service is offering a $5,000 reward for his capture, in addition to any other award offered by other authorities, or a $1,000 reward for suitable proof of elimination, in addition to any other award offered by other authorities, or a $500 award for information considered instrumental in his capture, in addition to any other award offered by other authorities.
Just saying, we could cut off his hand, turn that in, and be like, here, he's dead.
Well,
Who? Who's Deadshot Dell?
who's Deadshot Dell?
Never heard that name in my life.
We're adding it to the retirement fund.
Name's Jeffers. I don't know.
So, Deadshot Dale, huh?
Dell.
No
I'm
wonder
not concerned about countless brutal murders. Dell.
I can see why you changed your name. That's a
You guys don't necessarily know this is
Who got?
Why is your bounty so much higher?
I don't know anybody named.
All right,
I don't know why you handed
everyone.
to me. Sounds like I'm just.
As he looks down to the side, like,
none of the guns are cursed.
Oh, that's good.
So everyone gets $22.65.
Wow, great.
If any of you throw the cents away, the ghost of Jiminy Christmas is haunt your dreams.
How many cents? 63?
65.
65 cents? Yeah. Okay. That makes my math slightly harder.
Wait,
Oh. But it does come out.
$22?
Yes.
Pretty close to a nice round number.
And 65 cents.
I would like to set up my, de-cursing ritual anyway.
Okay.
And just de-curse the whole witch.
Okay. Trying to
And everything on her.
Okay.
It's a big
Because
ask.
from what Jeffers has kind of told me and Mohan, this lady might have been dead once before.
Doing this, you can repeat the ritual. And you think that it'll lift any curses from items and people and stuff like that.
Right.
You get the sense from doing it, though, that if there's something that'll keep her from staying dead, this ritual will not stop.
I figured, but it makes me feel slightly better.
Can you hand me a napkin? Just needs to. No reaction. There you go.
So, do we...
It's not ladylike, don't look.
Grimes ain't no lady.
Do
It's
we,
not gentleman.
He ain't no gentleman either. He's closer to a lady.
do we burn the witch? Do we? Bury
I mean,
the witch?
traditionally.
yeah.
Do we throw the witch in a well and board over the top of it?
We can put
in
the
that
witch.
regards?
We can put the witch between two stones.
I mean,
What do I know about the last time she died?
All you know is she was traditionally buried. That last you saw, you're pretty sure you saw her getting put into the earth in a normal burial.
Let's burn her.
Not buried in a coffin, but just buried in the ground.
Well, I reckon put her under the ground ain't gonna do much. At least the last time.
yeah. Well, we got all these bodies here. Might as well burn them.
Yeah.
Could draw some attention to her.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
Start a big,
I
if you start
I
a
do
big
hand
body
this back.
bonfire.
I do
I'll
hand
just-
that back.
I mean, I'd like to say that I have all of these, like, all the Wanda. Obviously, I hold on to all the Wanda posters. It was just because everyone else holds on to their Wanda poster.
You guys
I
don't
don't know
necessarily
what you're
know who
talking about. That's
Deadshot
not
Dell
my
is, as in character.
Dell. I don't know.
What a
anybody
dumb
named
name.
Dell.
Who would want to be named Dale? Yeah.
Deadshot Dale. Dumb name. Super dumb name.
The other sharps rifle, is it essentially?
It's essentially the same
The
as
scoped sharps. Does anybody want a kick-ass long-range rifle?
I got my gadgets, so I really.
You can carry it. That way you don't have to worry about your long-range pistol. You can just.
But I wanted to double hand that.
Yeah, but they're. Of course, Grimes wants to have
the longest
two
gun.
really long pistols.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm fine with carrying 2 of these rifles on my horse, but I think that's a bit much. So,
Okay, I'll carry one.
You carry it on yours.
Yeah, I'll carry it on my horse.
For the sake of this, just to kind of get to a decent stopping point, because this episode's already gone very long.
Yes.
You guys, I assume, are going to kind of gather up and continue on. Are you burning bodies or are you burying bodies?
I'm more worried about just burning one of them.
Alright.
If the feller we shot in the leg, the arm, and the balls wants to come back to life and
He
track us
deserves
down,
to curse your ass.
I'm not too
So you
scared.
guys are
of
just
him
burning the
showing
witch's
up
body?
next time,
Yep.
I think so.
Upon doing so, her body is it's going to kind of like, as if you like set it up and light the fire underneath, the body isn't going to make any, it's going to kind of like arch up and the mouth is going to open very wide as it gets lit on fire, silently. And it is going to writhe in kind of like, in like pain and like an open, like a mouth that's screaming with no noise coming out of it until it eventually melts away enough that it like, until it's down to bone pretty much, it's writhing in this.
Did not like that.
That's spooky.
That would have been a fun one for the professor to try and explain a couple months ago. I say, walking towards my horse.
I'm gonna be thinking
The
about
rigor
that
mortis,
one
of
for a little
course.
Rigor mortis was setting in, and there's salt on the ground, so cause some muscle spasms, as I say with the twitch in my eye.
That one's gonna haunt my dreams. Thanks, Erickson.
No problem. You guys get back on the road, I assume, heading onward towards where is it? Alton, Pennsylvania, which is a pretty big city. You would know it's one of the larger cities in this area. And for the sake of this, you guys will be able to travel and arrive there unperturbed.
We're plenty
Oh, you're
perturbed.
perturbed. And upon arrival there, you kind of get out near the outside of the city here, and you can see a number of people as you approach. Looks like primarily Union soldiers. However, as you're approaching, you can see that most of them have scarves or like things wrapped around covering their nose and face. And one is walking up with kind of a more cavalry style hat, is going to walk up and say, "Hold it there!" And he comes and says, and he's going to walk up and say, "Terrible plagues hit the city. No one in or out. We're under quarantine." And with that, we will stop this episode of Devils in the West to figure out what else is going on next time.
They got the Rona.
I just wanted to make this too real for you all.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.